My humble pranams and salutations at the divine lotus feet of our most loving Lord Bhagavan Shri Satya Sai Baba. Om Shri Sai Ram, dear respected elders, graduates, brothers, and sisters. On behalf of the Shri Satya Sai Institute of Educare South Africa, I welcome you to this afternoon's virtual graduation ceremony. Today, we gather to celebrate the remarkable achievements of our graduating students and to honor their dedication, hard work, diligence, and perseverance in taking meaningful steps on the sacred path of their inward journey, and in doing so, lighting the path for others. Through their commitment and sacrifice, our graduates have embraced the path of self-transformation. My name is Kiandra Gabriel, and I am honored to serve as your program director for your ceremony today. I too have been through the Sri Satya Sai Education in Human Values Level 1 and 2 course and experienced the excitement that many of our graduating students are feeling this afternoon. Let us join hearts in love, peace, and joy as we commence in honor with the virtual March Past of Board of Sri Satya Sai Institute of Educare South Africa members, mentors, facilitators, special guests, and guests of honor. Thank you. Before proceeding, may I ask that we all stand up as we commence the graduation ceremony with lighting the lamp. We pray to our loving Lord Bhagavan Sri Satya Sai Baba to light the lamp. Thank you, Swami. At this moment, let us invoke the divine presence of our Lord through a sacred prayer, the prayer that traditionally marks the commencement of all institute courses and programs. I would like to invite Sister Natasha Nandlal to lead us in prayer.
O Lord, take my love and let it flow in fullness of devotion to Thee. O Lord, take my hands and let them work incessantly for Thee. O Lord, take my soul and let it be merged in one with Thee. O Lord, take my mind and thoughts and let them be in tune with Thee. O Lord, take my everything and let me be an instrument to work for Thee. O Lord, take my everything and let me be an instrument to work for thee. Peace, peace, peace.
Thank you, Sister Natasha, for that beautiful offering at the lotus feet of our Lord. Esteemed audience, at this time, let us send the vibration of love and peace to our world family and take a moment of silence for world peace and harmony. Thank you. We now warmly and humbly pray to our Lord and Master, Bhagavan Sri Satya Sai Baba, to officially open this convocation.
I declare the convocation open.
Thank you, Swami, for your blessing. Respected elders, brothers, and sisters, it is my privilege to introduce Brother Rodney Pillay, who has served the Institute with dedication and commitment for many years. Brother Rodney has previously held the roles of National and Zonal Education Convener, where he played a significant role in guiding and nurturing the growth of the Educare programs. We are truly grateful for his continued service and steadfast commitment to Bhagavan's mission. Please join me in warmly welcoming the Director of the Sri Satya Sai Institute of Educare South Africa, Brother Rodney Pillay.
Om Sharam. Thank you, Sister Kendra. Om Shri Sai Ram, distinguished Zone Chair, Uncle Subri Naidu, National Council President of South Africa, Brother Ruben Naidu, our special dear guest from Mauritius, Brother Vinay Gunasia, dedicated members of the Sri Satya Sai Institute of Educare South Africa, National Council presidents and coordinators from all countries in Zone 9, members of the Central Trust and Education Trust of South Africa, and very importantly, to our graduates and well-wishers, I offer you my loving Sai Rams this afternoon. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you to the Sri Satya Sai Institute of Educare South Africa's graduation ceremony for 2026. Today we are really happy. We are filled with high energies, and it is a joyous, momentous occasion for all of us. Because on this day, the 14th of March, 2026, we are inducting 105 newly
We seem to have lost Brother Rodney.
Are you not able to hear me, Sister Kendra?
Thank you, Brother Rodney. You're back.
Thank you. So today's program is far more than model lessons or certificates. It's about honoring and nurturing the human values within us. Responsibility, compassion, integrity, honesty, perseverance. These are the traits that shape not only individuals, but these are qualities required to build strong families, workplaces, and communities. And today we are recognizing the commitment and perseverance that our graduates have shown, the lessons that they embraced, and the values that they have chosen to live by. Their journey reflects courage, self-reflection, and willingness to learn and grow. And these are the qualities that will certainly serve them long after today. Dear graduates, You are now valuable members of the alumni of the Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Educare South Africa, an institute who is committed to propagating human values and a human values approach to everyday living. We carry out this work via the many programs that we run. Firstly, the three main courses, the Sri Sathya Sai Spiritual Education Teacher Training course. This is where we train aspiring individuals with the skills and abilities to nurture and bring out the latent values from within our young children. Next, we have the Sri Sathya Sai Education in Human Values Introductory course. This is a level 1 course. And this program not only builds the foundation of an understanding of the values that we have within us, but it also encourages self-introspection and self-transformation via everyday activities. And then the third course is the Sri Sathya Sai Education in Human Values Level 2 course, which is also referred to as the intermediate course. This course is designed to help students to go deeper in their understanding. It encourages self-inquiry and motivates individuals to shift thinking towards a human values approach to life, recognizing oneness with all of creation. Now we say these are the three main courses simply because they are spread over several months. However, over and above these, the Institute also conducts many shorter programs and workshops. For example, our public schools program that we run in public schools, we run leadership programs for learners, particularly prefects in these schools, and then also self-development programs for educators and school staff. Further to this, we are committed to working closely with the Sathya Sai School in Lenasia in order to build this as a model school. We also work with institutions and special needs institutes such as the hospice, old age homes, etc. And our parenting programs, values and management workshops, and healthcare workshops are also in high demand, and these two are clearly making a difference in society. And for this year, our plan is to work closer with the devotees of the Sri Sathya Sai centers, and we will also be reaching out to work with senior citizens groupings as part of our new projects. So as you can see, the Institute is committed to the work that we do, and we encourage each one of you who are now joining as alumni to get involved in our programs as well. But as we said earlier, today is about honoring the efforts of the students who will be graduating today. So we invite you to enjoy this afternoon with us as we congratulate our graduates this afternoon. Thank you. Jai Saram.
Thank you, Brother Rodney, for reminding us about the sacredness and the impact of each of these courses and the significance for each of our graduating students. Embodiments of love. In the journey of educare, there are individuals whose dedication shapes the lives of many. Through their love, guidance, and unwavering commitment, they nurture not only knowledge, but the values that help students discover the divinity within themselves. Our next speaker is someone who has played such a role in the life of this institute. During her tenure as director, all graduating students today were under her stewardship in 2025. With a deep passion for educare and for Bhagavan's mission, her leadership and loving encouragement have left a lasting impression on the Institute and on the many students whose journeys she helped shape. It is therefore my great honor to welcome the past director of the Institute, Auntie Roshni Singh, to address us this afternoon.
Thank you, Sister Kendra. Offering my salutations and prostrations at the lotus feet of our omnipresent Lord Bhagwan Sri Satya Sai Baba. With boundless grace of Bhagwan Sri Satya Sai Baba, the Sri Satya Sai Institute of Educare South Africa humbly thanks each one of you for attending this very sacred celebration, this virtual graduation ceremony of the class of 2025. Respected elders, Brother Subri Naidu, Chairperson of Sri Satya Sai Global Council Zone 9 countries, our guest of honor, Brother Vinay Gunasya, National Council President of Mauritius, Brother Ruben Naidu, National Council President of South Africa, Brother Rodney Pillay, Director of Sri Satya Sai Institute of Educare. Dear well-wishers,
Okay, Rodney, I'm on there now.
facilitators, mentors, the well-wishers, and the graduates of today. Om Shri Sai Ram, and a very good afternoon to each one of you. Today we have gathered not only to celebrate an achievement, but to honor a journey of the heart. Through the Sri Satya Sai Education in Human Values program, you have learned something far deeper than lessons from a book. You have learned to listen to the quiet voice that speaks in truth, that acts in right conduct, radiates peace and expresses love and stands firm in nonviolence. These values are the compass, the light that you carry into your classrooms, the workplace, the home, and communities. In a world of rapid change and chaos, the global need for Sri Satya Sai Educare program is so great. The technological development over the last century has raised our standard of living, has changed our lifestyles forever. It's provided some excellent opportunities for a prosperous and a happy world. Yet, in spite of these major developments, many problems such as hunger, crime, terrorism, war, look around you, what is going on? The future of the earth is become a livable place is very uncertain at the moment. If you look at the environment, the problems of greenhouse warming, resulting in climate change, where do you see 1 month of a heat wave? Something to think about. In all of this, the social issues such as the breakup of families, the stress, the gender-based violence, the human trafficking, and the list goes on. So students, you joined this beautiful Educare program. The basis of it is the Satya Sai universal human values. It remains a constant. They are the foundations of ethical leadership, harmonious relationships, and meaningful service. So you undertook this journey of Educare. Why? For your inner refinement. Gently transforming, discovering the divinity that dwells in all. So the application of the Educare principles in daily life is a holistic approach to transforming oneself and those in your circle of influence. So, graduates, through your studies, your reflection, and your daily practices, you have learned that values aren't abstract, but practical tools for living with integrity and purpose. In the words of George Bernard Shaw, he said, change yourself and you can change the world. So graduation, dear students or graduates, isn't an end. It is a beginning, actually. It's an invitation to apply what you have learned in every sphere of life. So as you are stepping into the world that needs your gentleness, your clarity, your compassion, may you walk with confidence, but never without conscience. So may you dream boldly, but never forget the stillness that guides you. And may you always remember that the greatest degree or certificate that you'll ever earn is a degree of being a good human being. So, education as taught by Bhagwan Sri Satya Sai Baba isn't about filling the mind, but awakening of a character. The character is a light that never dims. So I want to congratulate you, dear graduates. To each one of you, please go forward with love as your path and service as your purpose. The Institute acknowledges you for the work that you have done and congratulates you for your dedication and determination, perseverance, and discipline, which you have shown by completing the course requirements. In spite of all the humps and bumps, you have reached the goal, the winning post. Also, we acknowledge all the family members who supported you during this journey. Now, allow me to acknowledge the Institute and the work that the Institute has been doing. The Sri Satya Sai Institute of Educare South Africa is a non-profit organization affiliated to the Sri Satya Sai Global Council South Africa, with a dedicated band of or team of people working tirelessly. The director, the newly appointed director, I want to congratulate Brother Rodney Pillay on his appointment, and I know he's going to do a sterling job in that position. Our board members, our course coordinators, facilitators, mentors, and everybody else, the media people, all are involved in ensuring that the Institute is successful in all their undertaking. You heard all the courses that we offer, the workshops that we offer in various places. It is through the grace of our dear Lord that He has allowed us to do. So I offer my heartfelt gratitude to this team that works together and has made such a huge contribution towards Bhagwan Baba's Educare program. We honor your service, your patience, and your love that you have poured into this work. The work of this institute has gone beyond the borders of South Africa, through Zone 9, even in Zone 8, the UAE countries. We also had a session with Russia. We have students from United States of America, India, to name a few. So it is a huge achievement for this institute to be working in this tirelessly in order to spread the Educare program. So we offer our reverential pranams to our beloved Lord Bhagwan Sri Satya Sai Baba for this beautiful opportunity He has given to us to serve in His mission. So once again, graduates, congratulations. And in Bhagwan's words, he said, follow the principles of simple living and high thinking. And he said, when righteousness is in the heart, there's beauty in the character. And when there's beauty in the character, there's harmony in the home. When there's harmony in the home, there's order in the nation. And when there's order in the nation, there is peace in the world. That is what we are all looking for. And I'm saying, may the Lord's grace be with you always. Remember that you are now the alumni of the Sri Satya Sai Institute of Educare. And we need you to become actively involved in the Institute to offer your services to Bhagwan himself. Go with grace and blessings from our Lord himself. Jai Sai Ram. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, Auntie Roshni, for that most beautiful and inspiring message, for reminding us, most importantly, about the impact we can make in shaping a more loving and peaceful world. We are truly grateful for your dedication and loving service, and we also wish you every success and fulfillment in your new role as Zone Education Convener. Esteemed audience, I would also like to humbly request Auntie Roshni to introduce one of our special guests joining us for the graduation ceremony today.
Thank you, Sister Kendra. Respected elders, esteemed guests, it is my honor to introduce a leader whose presence embodies service, humility, and unwavering spiritual commitment. It is really a privilege, Brother Subri Naidu, to have you as our guest, one of our guests today. You have served tirelessly. Your commitment to service has strengthened our organization across the zone. So Brother Subri Naidu is the chairperson of the Sri Satya Sai Global Council Zone 9 and has played a pivotal role in supporting and guiding with sincere dedication. So for those of you who don't know, the zone is a key structure within the organization, and Zone 9 includes several countries across Africa, including South Africa, Mauritius, Tanzania, Ethiopia, Nigeria, Morocco. So, as an instrument in Bhagwan's organization, Brother Subri, sometimes called Uncle Subri, has served the organization in various leadership roles for more than 40 years with utmost dedication and heartfelt sincerity. So he is deeply passionate about Seva and the mission of Bhagwan. Today, we are privileged to have you, Brother Subri, with us. So please join us in giving us your message, and we do this with gratitude and a lot of respect to you. Jai Sai Ram.
Om Sai Ram, I offer my humble pranams at the divine lotus feet of our most beloved Bhagavan. Sister Roshni, thank you very much for that introduction. Dear graduates, I don't think you'll understand and know how blessed you all are to become graduates in one of the greatest organizations and with one of the greatest leaders in Bhagwan, Sri Satya Sai Baba. You all are blessed souls, and Swami has prepared you all from many births to be in this role. So why did Swami choose you? He chose you all because he loves you so much. Swami loves all of us, that is given all of us a great, great opportunity to serve in this gallant organization. So why does Baba love you? I'm just going to share this little story with you. And Sage Narada Muni and Lord Vishnu were having a discussion. And Lord Vishnu asked Sage Narada Muni, Narada, which is the greatest of God's creation? Narada thought for a while and he said to Lord Vishnu, my Lord, I think the 5 elements must be the greatest of God's creation. And Lord Vishnu said, yes, that's correct. But which of the elements are the greatest? And Lord Narada thought for a while and he said, my Lord, must be Mother Earth is the greatest of God's creation because it's feeding us, taking care of us. Without Mother Earth, we cannot survive. Then Lord Vishnu said, but Narada, Earth is covered by 2/3 of water and nothing can survive without water. Now tell me who's the greatest. And Narada had to agree that water is the greatest. Nothing and nothing can survive without water. Then Lord Vishnu said, Narada, but sage Agastya, who's one star in this universe, swallowed the whole ocean in one sip. Now who's the greatest? And Narada said, my Lord, you are saying it, so sage Agastya must be the greatest. Then Lord Vishnu says to Narada, but God, with his 1 foot, covered the entire universe. Now who is the greatest? And Lord Narada said, nothing, nothing, and nothing can be greater than God. And Lord Vishnu never asked the question, but he said, Narada, no. The greatest of God's creation is his devotees because they are locked up in his heart. So dear graduates, all of us are so blessed that we got Swami locked up in our hearts, and He's constantly guiding us from within. So by doing this graduation course that you all have done, it's going to help you tremendously when you start unfolding what you learned so others can benefit. Swami has only done this for you for your own personal individual transformation. You'll see when you start to carry out your duties, you'll start to become a better leader. Your qualities like compassion, love, tolerance, patience, understanding, all this will start to dawn upon you. So Swami has only chosen you to do this course for your personal individual transformation. So on behalf of the zone, I want to congratulate one and all of you. It was hard work. You all made a lot of sacrifice to graduate. So I congratulate one and all of you, and I pray that Swami constantly guide, protect, bless you and your families at all times. Sairam, everyone. Well done to one and all. Sairam.
Thank you, Uncle Subri, for such an inspiring story and such an uplifting message. Thank you. We are truly grateful for your guidance and your dedicated service and your continued commitment to Bhagavan's mission. Thank you so much. To introduce our next special guest, I warmly welcome Uncle Morgan Govender, a senior member of the Institute.
Thank you, Sister Kendra. Respected guests, esteemed guests of honor. Our next speaker, a former retired principal of a primary school, is someone who has offered many years of dedicated leadership and service to the Institute. Through his guidance and commitment, he continues to support and inspire devotees across our country and other countries to live the ideals of love, unity, and selfless service as taught by Bhagavan Sri Satya Sai Baba. He is also one of the Institute's esteemed and active members, carrying a deep passion for educare and for nurturing these sacred values in the hearts of our students and communities. It is therefore my great honor and pleasure to introduce our National Council President of South Africa, Brother Reuben Naidu. May I now invite Brother Reuben Naidu to address us. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Brother Morgan, for that lovely introduction. Brother Subri Naidu, the coordinator Zone 9 of the Sri Satya Sai Overseas Organization. Brother Vinay Gunasia, immediate past president of the Sri Satya Sai Overseas Organization, Mauritius. Sister Roshni Singh, education coordinator for Zone 9 of the Overseas Organization. Brother Rodney Pillay, director of the Sri Satya Sai Institute of Educare, South Africa. Distinguished members of the board of the Institute, officers of the Sri Satya Sai Overseas Organization and Global Council South Africa, facilitators, mentors, course coordinators, and dear students. I greet you in the most divine name of Bhagwan Sri Satya Sai Baba. Om Shri Sai Ram to all of you. I would like to begin today by congratulating Brother Rodney Pillay on his appointment as Director of the Sri Satya Sai Institute of Educare, South Africa, and Sister Roshni Singh on her appointment to the position of Education Coordinator for Zone 9 of the Sri Satya Sai Overseas Organization. It is said that the proper study of mankind is man. And this is a famous line from the poet Alexandra Pope's essay on man. It means that human beings should focus their intellectual efforts on understanding themselves, their own nature, their limitations, and their behavior. It highlights the importance of knowledge of the self in attempting to transform ourselves from human to divine. We are all aware that we are born in the image of God, and slowly but surely we are becoming aware that the image of God that resides in each of us are the human values of truth, righteousness, peace, love, and nonviolence. Sisters and brothers, the Second World Conference of the Sri Satya Sai organization was held in 1975 in Prashanti Nilayam. At this conference, a clarion call was given by Bhagwan himself to realize the divinity within by practicing the human values of truth, righteousness, peace, love, and nonviolence in order to remove all obstacles in making a Manava a Madhava, to make the organization acceptable to all people of all religions and castes, and to realize that all religions are holy paths to the same goal. The various courses and training programs offered by the Institute of Educare have their roots in this clarion call made by Swami himself more than 50 years ago. And it draws on the teachings of all spiritual scripture brought down by all the avatars, saints, and sages of all religions from time immemorial. It is said, as is God the Creator, so is his creation. So while we refer to them as human values, we must never forget that all of his creation, animate and inanimate, is imbued with, in some measure, with values. Trees provide shade to anyone sitting under them on a hot day. This is equality. Rivers provide water to all who wish to quench their thirst without any expectation of the return of that water to the stream. That's selflessness. When we realize that there is unity in all of creation, we will naturally progress to purity and ultimately divinity. Dear sisters and brothers, courses of the nature offered by the Institute are not designed for the collection of certificates or to write up CVs. They are meant to provide knowledge, assist with transformational methodologies, and most importantly, ignite an experiential journey into self-discovery. They become a waste of time and effort if the teachings are not practiced. I would like to compliment the Institute, who, by the way, are all volunteers or sevadals of the Sri Satya Sai Global Council, for their perseverance, dedication, and devotion to the cause of spreading these teachings to Global Council members and the wider society. Judging from the feedback I receive, your causes of the Institute are well received and have transformed the lives of many students. I want to also compliment you on the high standard you have set and on gaining international recognition as an Educare Institute of Excellence. It is also quite heartwarming to note that in the last 2 years, several new course presenters, many of them ex-students or alumni of the Institute, and facilitators have come on board to assist with the various causes that the Institute offers. Thank you to all these members as well. Finally, sisters and brothers, I want to congratulate all the students of the various causes who have traveled the journey with the Institute and completed your respective courses. The time has now come for you to decide on how you will use all the knowledge and experiences you received in your respective causes to help others to transform. Sisters and brothers, on behalf of the Sri Satya Sai Global Council South Africa, I wish you all well. May the grace and blessings of Bhagwan Sri Satya Sai Baba be ever upon you. Remember, Swami said, and it is also quoted in the Bible. The Bible says, to whom much is given, much is expected. But Swami has said, to whom much is given, much is demanded. Keep well and all the best for the rest of your graduation ceremony. Jai Shri Sai Ram.
Thank you, Brother Reuben, for this inspiring talk. God bless you abundantly. I now hand you over to Sister Kiandra.
Thank you so much. And once again, thank you, Brother Reuben, for such inspiring words and for leaving us with such thought-provoking inspiration here. Thank you so much. Respected elders, graduates, brothers and sisters, please join me in welcoming back Brother Rodney Pillay, who will now introduce our guest of honor.
Om Shri Sai Ram, dearest elders and respected guests. I am excited because I have the honor of introducing a remarkable gentleman, a leader who works across borders, and a brother who is a humble and gentle soul. Our guest at today's graduation ceremony, our special guest, is all the way from Mauritius, and he is none other than Brother Vinay Gunasia. By profession, Brother Vinay is the Deputy Chief Fire Officer with over 36 years of distinguished service in the Mauritius Fire and Rescue Service. He has served as the National Council President of the Sri Satya Sai Service Organization of Mauritius, which is affiliated to the Sri Satya Sai Global Council, Prashanthi Nilayam in India, where he has dedicated more than 40 years of selfless service. Academically, he holds a Bachelor of Arts with honors in law and management, and is a graduate engineer of the Institute of Fire Engineers in the UK. Throughout his professional career, he has been recognized for his integrity and commitment. He has also received the President's Long Service and Good Conduct Medal, along with the first and second clasps for meritorious service. His journey in the Satya Sai organization has begun in 1982 as a Sevadar of the QP Sri Satya Sai Center, also known as Mandir. Over the years, he has served numerous key roles, including spiritual coordinator at both center and regional levels, regional young adult coordinator, center president, regional president, national deputy secretary, national secretary, deputy national council president, and as the national council president of Mauritius. He has served as a resource entity in the Sri Satya Sai Leadership Training Program in 2014 and the SSE Teacher Training Program in Group 4 since 2019. For more than a decade, he has been actively involved as a core team member in several overseas events held at Prasanthi and is an alumnus of the Sri Satya Sai Leadership Program cohort of 2021. Brothers and sisters, it gives me immense pleasure to welcome Brother Vinay Gunasia to address us this afternoon. Brother Vinay, I hand over to you.
Thank you very much, Brother Rutepile. I offer my humble salutations at the divine lotus feet of our beloved Bhagavan Sri Satya Sai Baba, our respected Zone 9 Chair, Uncle Supri Naidu, distinguished Director of Sri Satya Sai Institute of Education, South Africa, Brother Rodney Pillay, National Council President of South Africa, Brother Ruben Naidu, respected Sister Roshni Singh, Sister Nalini Reddy, National Council Presidents of all countries in Zone 9, delegates of the Sri Satya Sai Global Council, esteemed board members, facilitators and mentors of the Sri Satya Sai Institute, Educare South Africa, dear graduates, teachers of the Sri Satya Sai Spiritual Education, the Introductory Course in Human Values, and the Level 2 Intermediate Course in Human Values. With all protocol duly observed, Om Shri Sai Ram, and a very good afternoon to each one of you. First and foremost, I would like to join everyone in congratulating Brother Rodney Pillay on his appointment as Director of the Sri Satya Sai Institute of Educare, South Africa. I would wish him every success and he continues to serve and further the noble mission of Educare. It is indeed a great honor and privilege for me to be present with you today on this special occasion where we celebrate not only academic completion, but more importantly, the awakening of the human heart. Convocation ceremonies usually mark the end of a journey, but in the context of the teachings of our Bhagavan, Sri Satya Sai Baba, today is not the end of learning. Rather, it is the beginning of a life of responsibility, service, and transformation. We today celebrate three beautiful pathways of learning. First, the Sri Satya Sai Spiritual Education Teacher Training Course, which prepares noble souls who have willingly accepted the sacred responsibility of shaping young minds. Teaching in the Sai organization is not merely about transmitting knowledge. It is about touching hearts, molding character, and inspiring children to live the 5 human values of truth, right conduct, peace, love, and nonviolence. As a teacher, it is not simply an instructor. A Sai teacher is a living example. Children learn more from what we are than from what we say. Therefore, the greatest lesson a teacher can give is a lesson of his own or her own life. The second group graduating today are those who have completed the introductory course in human values. This course plants a seed. It invites us to rediscover something that already lies within us. Human values are not something we import from outside. They are inherent in every human being. Sometimes, in the rush of modern life, in the pressures of work, responsibilities, and society, these values become covered like a beautiful net hidden under layers of dust. Courses such as these help us remove that dust so that the inner light can shine again. And the third group graduating today are those who have completed the level 2 intermediate course in human values. This stage goes deeper. It encourages reflection, self-transformation, and the practice of values in daily life. It reminds us that spirituality is not confined to temples or prayer halls. Spirituality must be lived in our home, workplaces, communities, and in every interaction we have with others. Dear graduates, in today's world, we see tremendous progress in science, technology, and communication. Humanity has achieved extraordinary things. Yet at the same time, we witness conflicts, division, stress, and loss of direction. This shows us clearly that education alone is not enough. What the world truly needs is education in human values. I wish to emphasize what Sister Roshni Singh mentioned earlier during a discourse, which Bhagwan Sri Sathya Sai Baba has often reminded us. The end of education is character. Character is what sustains families. Character is what builds societies. Character is what preserves peace in the world. And this is precisely the mission of the Saya organization. Through these courses, you have not only gained knowledge, you have received tools for inner transformation. But the real test begins now. The certificate you receive today is not simply a recognition of what you have learned. It is also a reminder of the responsibility you now carry. For the SSE teachers, the children you guide are like tender plants. With love, patience, and example, you will nurture them so that they grow into responsible citizens and compassionate human beings. For those who completed the human values courses, you become ambassadors of values in your families, workplaces, and communities. Remember that transformation in society begins with transformation of the individuals. If there is peace in the individual, there will be peace in the family. If there is peace in the family, there will be peace in the society. If there is peace in the society, there will be peace in the nation, and ultimately peace in the world. Dear brothers and sisters, today's ceremony is also an opportunity to express deep gratitude to our facilitators and mentors who have invested their time, patience, and love to guide the participants. Teaching these courses is not an easy task. It requires dedication and commitment. Sincere gratitude to the director and the board members of the Institute who have worked diligently behind the scene to make this program possible. And above all, gratitude to our beloved Swami, Sri Sathya Sai Baba, whose universal message of love all, serve all, and help ever, hurt never continues to guide millions around the world. Dear graduates, as you move forward, I would like to share three simple reminders. First, practice before preaching. The most powerful teaching is the example of your own life. Second, serve selflessly. Service done with love purify the heart and brings unity among people. Third, remain humble and continue learning. Spiritual learning is a lifelong journey. Let today's graduation not simply be a moment of celebration, but a renewed commitment to live the values we cherish. May each one of you become a light in your home, a light in your community, a light in the society, and a light in the Sri Sathya Sai Global Council. When even one individual lives with truth, love, and compassion, the world becomes a better place. Imagine the impact when all of you here today live these values with sincerity and dedication. Before I conclude, I offer my heartfelt congratulations to all graduates of the Sri Sathya Sai Spiritual Education Teacher Training Course, the introductory course in human values, and the level 2 intermediate course in human values. Your commitment to self-development and service is truly inspiring. May Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai Baba continue to guide you, bless you, and give you the strength to carry his message of love into the world. I wish also to express our sincere appreciation to Sister Roshni Singh for her dedicated service as the former director of the Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Education South Africa. Through her committed leadership, many teachers from different countries and zones within the Sri Sathya Sai Global Council have been trained and inspired in the principle of educare. Her selfless effort have greatly contributed to the spread of human values in education and to strengthening the mission of Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai Baba across the nation. I would like to save this opportunity to express my heartfelt gratitude to the director of the Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Educare, South Africa, Brother Rudne Pillay, for giving me the opportunity to address this gathering today. I would also like to commend the Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Educare, South Africa, for the fantastic work it is doing for the vital role it plays within the Zone 9. Let us move forward together with faith, unity, and dedication to his divine mission. Thank you, Jai Sai Ram.
Om Saram. Thank you very much, Brother Vinay, for your kind and inspiring words. We definitely appreciate you, and we look forward for a continued journey of working together as we progress in the future. Thank you so much. Jai Saram.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you. Brothers and sisters, we have now reached the end of the formalities. I am sure your hearts are filled with excitement and joy. We now commence with the much-awaited graduation ceremony. Today, we have 3 courses that are graduating this afternoon. The Sri Satya Sai Spiritual Education Teacher Training Course, also known as the Bal Vikas Teacher Training Course, the Sri Satya Sai Education in Human Values Introduction Course Level 1, and the Sri Satya Sai Education in Human Values Level 2 course, also referred to as the Intermediate Level course. We will commence with the Sri Satya Sai Spiritual Education Teacher Training Course. The Teacher Training Course aims to equip gurus and aspiring gurus with the knowledge and tools to teach Bal Vikas, and in doing so shapes the future generations of our world through character transformation. It gives me great pleasure to introduce to you Sister Roshini Pillai, the course coordinator and the National Education Convener. Sister Roshni carries a deep passion for Bal Vikas and is always exploring ways to strengthen and elevate the program. Her commitment to nurturing the values of educare and inspiring both teachers and students continues to take the course to new heights. Please join me in welcoming Sister Roshni Pillai to address us.
Offering my humble pranams at the lotus feet of our beloved Lord and Master, Bhagavan Sri Satya Sai Baba. Observing all protocols, my loving Sai Rams, dear facilitators, mentors, graduates, and beloved Sai family. This occasion marks not merely the completion of a course, but rather a journey of dedication, discipline, and inner transformation. When registration opened at the beginning of 2025, 98 students enrolled with enthusiasm. Today, by Swami's grace, and through your perseverance and commitment, 49 students stand ready to graduate from this training program. Among them, 38 students are from South Africa, while 11 are international students. Throughout this course, students journeyed through 6 comprehensive modules supported by 4 assignments and 4 quizzes, which were designed to deepen their understanding on the philosophy and practice of SSSE. Students also participated in practical group demonstrations applying the 5 transformational teaching techniques. And this was followed by classroom observations, where they witnessed the sacred methods being brought to life in the very classroom. The true essence of this training lies beyond academic learning. SSE reminds us that the purpose of education is truly educate, the process of drawing out the divinity already present within. As Swami lovingly reminds us, the end of education is character. Dear graduating gurus, Today is not an end, but rather a beginning of a sacred responsibility. You are now entrusted with Swami's divine mission to nurture young hearts with love, inspire noble character, and help children discover the goodness within themselves, and more importantly, allow them to put that into action. May you always remember that the greatest lesson you will teach is not through your words, but through your own examples of love, humility, truth, patience, and selfless service. I would also like to take a moment to express my heartfelt gratitude. Firstly, to our beloved Bhagavan, whose divine vision for SSE guides and inspires us every day. To our outgoing director of the Institute and the newly appointed Zonal SSE Coordinator, Auntie Roshni. Thank you for your guidance, wisdom, and immense knowledge that helped shape this program. To our facilitators and mentors, for your time, dedication, and constant support throughout this journey. And most importantly, to you, dear graduates, and your families, for your perseverance, commitment, sacrifice, and devotion and dedication in completing this sacred journey. On behalf of the organizing team, I extend our heartfelt congratulations to the graduating class of 2025. In closing, dear graduates, always remember, today you receive a certificate, but far more importantly, Swami entrusts you with hearts of his children. May you nurture them with love, patience, and examples. And may you always remember Swami's divine assurance of my life is my message. And may your lives also become his message. May our beloved Lord continue to guide you, bless you, and work through you as worthy instruments in his divine mission of transforming hearts and building characters through Sai spiritual education. Once again, my heartiest congratulations, dear Gurus. Bhagavan's blessings upon you always. Jai Sai Ram.
Thank you, Sister Roshni, for your inspiring message and devotion to Bhagavan's mission. Brothers and sisters, we now arrive at a very special moment in our program as we begin introducing our graduates. We will start with our international graduating students whose journeys reflect the spirit of unity and shared learning. The international students will be introduced by Auntie Roshni Singh.
It gives me great pleasure to introduce Bindu Achutankuti. Chaya Jagannath. Dikshabai Balnak. Jyoti Alu. Rogini Nagapa Chetty. Natasha Priyagi. Priyadashni Gurbin. Shembagaveli Jaya Raman. Sugandhi Elisaran, Elihasaran. Please forgive me if I'm not pronouncing that correctly. Sairam. Varun Ramdani. Yajna Chandani Haitan. Congratulations, students, on being graduated from the Balvikas class.
Well done and congratulations to all our graduates. It now gives me great pleasure to welcome one of our international graduates, Sister Diksha B. Balnak from Mauritius, who will be giving her testimony of her experience, learnings, and highlights during her journey on the course.
I offer my humble pranam to the divine lotus feet of our beloved Bhagwan. Respected gurus, mentors, facilitators, and my dear brothers and sisters, Om Sai Ram. I am Diksha Balnak from Mauritius, feeling extremely blessed and grateful for the opportunity to share my experience of the Sri Satya Sai Spiritual Education Teacher Training course. I began my journey in spiritual education as a helper in the Balvikas class, assisting young children in the learning and value development. It has been a privilege and enriching experience to participate in this meaningful training program. When I first joined this training, I thought it would simply teach me how to conduct SSE classes. However, as the session progressed, I realized that this training was much more than that. It was helping us transform ourselves. One of the most beautiful lessons I learned is that a true teacher does not only teach with words, but teaches through actions. Children observe us closely. They learn from how we behave, how we speak, and how we treat others. This reminded me that if we want to teach values to children, we must first try our best to practice those values in our own lives. Personally, this journey has inspired me to become more mindful of my thoughts, words, and actions. It reminded me that being an SSE guru is not just a responsibility but a beautiful opportunity to serve society by shaping the hearts of the younger generation. I feel truly blessed to be part of this training, and I am sincerely thankful to all the mentors and facilitators of the Sri Satya Sai Institute of Educare of South Africa who guided us with patient dedication and love. With Swami's blessings, I hope that I can carry forward everything I have learned in the training and make an impact in children's lives. Thank you. Om Sai Ram.
Thank you, Sister Dikshabi, for sharing your transformation journey. Once again, we wish all our graduates the best as you continue to deepen on your spiritual path. We now move on to Group 2, the South African graduating students. I would like to welcome their mentors and facilitators who will introduce the graduates graduating from the course. Sister Renee Naidu, Sister Amy Chetty, Sister Krabana Naidu, Brother Priyen Singh, and Sister Dolly Arumugam.
Loving Sai Rams, everybody. Our first graduate,
Amika Singh, Anila Chetty, Anisha Rangopal, Anne Reddy, Anushka Parbu, Avantika Singh, Avashni Govender, and Bhaveshri Naidu.
Om Sai Ram, Shamaine Naika, Denise Govender, Devika Govender, Jamendra Hariprasad, Kamini Govender, Manisha Govender,
Om Sai Ram, Melissa Govender, Muturi Marimuthu, Narina Singh, Nisaya Naika, Nihal Gurcharan, Nirmala Naidu, Ramona Padiachi.
Om Sai Ram, Saishwari Govender, Sai Roshan Naidu, Saloshni Ramchanda, Sandhira Govender, Sariksha Sukram, Sarojini Chetty, Sevika Homraj.
Om Sai Ram, Shiksha Devi Ramprasad, Shannon Tulsi Ram, Suraksha Jairam, Terusha Naidu, Tremaine Pillay, Vimla Pillay, Visalachi Govender, Yashanta Nayaga, and one more, Yogesh Nimunsami, Deshni Naidu. Congratulations to all.
Well done, graduates, and congratulations to you all once again. It now gives me great pleasure that I introduce to you one of our South African graduates, Sister Nirmala Naidu, who will deliver a testimony of her transformation journey on the course.
Om Shri Sai Ram.
I offer my humble pranams at the lotus feet of our beloved Bhagwan Sri Satya Sai Baba. With humility and love, we give gratitude to our Master for choosing us as instruments to serve as Balvika's gurus. We see this as a divine opportunity to transform lives, starting with our very own. Our journey began in January 2025, the milestone year of Swami's 100th Advent celebration. The Abode of Peace, the Om of the Sri Satya Sai Center, Durban North, provided 6 classrooms for the teaching of Balvikas with the vision of nurturing young minds through Swami's value-based education, enhancing character development. This inspired 12 untrained devotees to undertake the course. Becoming gurus has been one of the most transformational journeys in our lives. Living in a world of desires and distractions, this training course has helped us manage our own emotions. The gurus that embarked on this course were closely guided and encouraged by our education convener, whom we give gratitude to. The course served as an uplifting environment by connecting us gurus to work together as a team, teaching the 5 core values, integrating the sub-values to the implementation of the 5 learning techniques. Brothers and sisters, we have learned that this course is not just imparting education, but rather educare, a process that brings out the divinity and the values that are inherent in all beings, thus helping us to transform ourselves and our Sai blossoms. I am a new devotee to Swami. I knew very little about Balvikas. I now realize that only love is the main ingredient in becoming a Balvikas guru. After my retirement, I thought it is over with lesson plans, preparation, and teaching, little realizing that our beloved Swami had a divine plan for me. My journey of self-audit started off dauntingly, but this introspection made me aware of how to practice these values in my daily life. This journey of self-transformation can only be inspired by our Divine Master. We give gratitude to all the facilitators of the Institute of Educare South Africa for their selfless sacrifices, patience, and most importantly, their time in providing us with a detailed understanding of Swami's teachings through informative and enlightening online sessions. In conclusion, I would like to end with the words of our Divine Master. I quote, "Teachers have to be examples who can inspire their pupils." When the heart of the teacher is full of goodness, selflessness, and love, the students will express these virtues in every act of theirs. Unquote. Summer Showers, 1977. Thank you for listening. Jai Sai Ram.
Thank you, Sister Nirmala. Thank you for that inspiration. We now move to the next part of our program, the graduation for the Sri Satya Sai Education in Human Values Introductory Course, Level 1. This course introduces students to the beautiful philosophy of educare, which teaches us that true education is not merely the accumulation of knowledge, but the drawing out of the divinity that already resides within each and every one of us. Through the study of the 5 human values, the core tenets of educare, and the transformation techniques, students learn how to internalize these values and express them through their thoughts, words, and actions. In doing so, they begin to embody these values not only in their personal lives, but also in their service and leadership. It is my great privilege to welcome Sister Professor Lalini Reddy, the course coordinator for this program and the regional education coordinator for the Western Cape. Sister Lalini has guided this course with great dedication, care, and commitment to maintaining the high standards of educare. Please join me in welcoming Sister Professor Lalini Reddy to address us this afternoon.
Om Sai Ram. Thank you, Sister Kendra. Dear embodiments of love, it is indeed a great pleasure for me to have coordinated the SSSEHV introductory course for 2025, and I did this together with Brother Rodney Pillay. In this age where students have to imbibe the 9 precious gems, being the spirit of sacrifice, humility, the spirit of service to society, friendliness, discipline, commitment to the integrity of truth, love, non-violence, and, of course, faith in God. This course indeed covered all of these sections through the various webinars and thereafter quizzes that tested your knowledge, the self-audits which were used to track your own personal transformation, and of course the 3 very exciting assignments that you put in your effort and dedication to. The selfless service projects that you carried out, the role models that you wrote about, and of course, the skills that you demonstrated during your oral communication with us of the 5 transformation techniques, which brought out the values, the human values in the workplace or in the school or in the SSE class or in the home with your families. And we trust that you indeed did enjoy it, as we certainly enjoyed listening to what you have experienced and put into practice. Dear all, we all know that value-orientated education, or education combined with educare as we know it, is a process where the healthy ambience of a school, a home, a workplace, or a community environment can be transformed, right? Where you as the leaders embark on a journey from individuality to universality, from immanent reality to absolute reality, from competition and collision with each other to harmony, cooperation, and teamwork, from being a slave to senses to be a master of the senses, from one of indiscipline to becoming one of equipoise, from human-animal state to the human divine state, from being a self-centered person to becoming an enlightened person, from an attitude of individual freedom to universal consciousness, and from self-aggrandizement to universal well-being. As such, dear graduates, during this time of global turmoil, with wars imminent, we, the educare practitioners, are armed with the silent tools, the transformation techniques to bring about global peace and harmony. This course, as we continue to keep the light of love in our hearts as graduates of educare, as practitioners of educare, let this light continue to burn brightly, especially during this time. Let us share this love with all of mankind, especially the leaders of the world, so that they make decisions that bring about unity of faith, unity in diversity, and they see the oneness of all. And they give very special attention to the conservation of the planet's natural resources, for example, water. And one of our speakers earlier mentioned this. Dear graduates, as you go about your work in society, or as a family member, educator, corporate worker, or social service aspirant, or in any other role, I wish that you become the change you want to see in the world. So congratulations to all our 11 international students stemming from USA, Trinidad and Tobago, Saudi Arabia, India and Mauritius, and to our 24 South African students from KZN, the Gauteng regions, as well as the Western Cape. Thank you also to our founder, Satya Sai Baba, for giving us this most beautiful educare course, but also to the facilitators, the mentors of this course. Your dedication and service have brought your students to this very stage of the graduation. Thank you all and congratulations.
Thank you, Sister Professor Lalini Reddy. You have truly reminded us that we are divine beings having a human experience and the impact that we can make in this world when we embrace our divine power. Thank you. We will start with our international students, brothers and sisters. I welcome Sister Pidam Tulsiram to introduce the international graduates.
Om Sai Ram. I have pleasure in announcing the following students. Kelvina Apadu, Manase Balakrishnan, Dikshabai Balnak, Prema Bula, Janvi Boytnath, Yakshini Boytnath, Varshini Janik Ramdu, Aradhna Kaulesar, Homesh Lochan, Priya Miraj, Nistala Prasad, Neelama Satish, and Karyani Suri.
Congratulations to all our international graduates on your achievement. Well done. I now take pleasure in introducing one of our international graduates, Sister Priya Miraj, who will share her testimony and journey on the course.
Om Shri Sai Ram. Pranams at the lotus feet of my loving Mother Sai. I first wish to express my gratitude to the organizers of this course and also to my mentor, Sister Roshni, for her guidance in the final coursework. Having participated in other SSSEHV courses over the years, I wish to say that this one was very in-depth and well executed. The self-assessments helped me to go more within and understand where I was and what changes I needed to make in my life. The hands-on assignments I enjoyed thoroughly. The first one was a family seva. This allowed my family to bond and act as one. The final assignment of putting our knowledge into practice by planning and teaching a class gave me immense joy. It reinforced that this was the path Swami wanted for me. This course is a stepping stone for the training required to make a difference in the lives of children in our community and the world. Sri Satya Sai Education in Human Values is making a positive difference in the world, one child at a time. With Swami's guidance, we too can be part of this change. Thank you once again.
Thank you, Sister Priya, for that enlightening account of your journey. The next group are our graduating students from South Africa. I welcome Uncle Morgan Govender and Auntie Radha Suklal to introduce them.
Om Sai Ram. It gives me great pleasure in announcing the names of the graduates from South Africa. Karina Chetty, Manogri Chetty, Senusha Govender, Vaneshri Govender, Jerusha Kolasar, Jolene Munsami, Sagen Murugan, Devanand Panalal, Narita Panalal, Donovan Perumal, and finally, Larisha Perumal.
Om Shri Sai Ram. Malini Peruma, Avinesh Divya Pillai, Kirita Supriya Pillai, Sayuri Pillai, Kavita Raghunandan, Sivanesan Ramsamy, Sanam Ramsundar, Sanjana Sivprasad, Kamantha Simmons, Tasha Singh, Rajshri Subramani. Jai Sai Ram.
Once again, congratulations and well done to all our graduates. It gives me great pleasure to introduce to you our South African student, Sister Sanjana Sivprasad, who will share her experience, her personal reflections on her transformation journey experienced during the course.
Offering my humble salutations at the lotus feet of our beloved Lord Bhagavan Sri Satya Sai Baba. Om Sai Ram, dear brothers and sisters. It is an honor to share my testimony with you today as a graduate of the Level 1 Introductory course of Education in Human Values. This journey has not only been about learning, it has been a recalibration of my internal compass. In a world that often prioritizes what we do and what we own, this course has shifted my focus back to who we are. When I reflect on this course, I realize that the 5 human values became the heart of everything we learned, and that they are the pillars that deeply shape the way we live and relate to others. I've learned that truth is more than not telling lies. It's about being true to one's conscience and the alignment of thought, word, and deed. Right conduct is about doing the right thing even when no one is watching, and understanding that our character is the sum of our choices. I realize that peace is a state of inner equilibrium and allows us to keep a steady mind that remains calm amidst the inevitable ups and downs of life, and that practicing nonviolence means practicing kindness in thought, word, and deed. Ultimately, through this course, I reached the realization that love is the undercurrent of all values. It is a selfless expansion of the heart that allows us to see the same spark of divinity in everyone we meet. I am deeply grateful to Bhagavan Sri Satya Sai Baba for the gift of education that liberates us. I now understand that I am here to become a Sai student, someone whose life is his message. Jai Sai Ram. Offering.
Thank you, Sister Sanjana. Embodiments of love, we now proceed to celebrate the graduating students of the Sri Satya Sai Education in Human Values Level 2 Intermediate course. This course takes students on a deeper journey into the philosophy and practice of educare, building on the foundation of the core pillars of educare and the introductory course. The Level 2 course encourages students to internalize these principles and express them through their thoughts, words, and actions. Through study, reflection, and practical application, students are guided to become living examples of these values in their homes, workplaces, and communities. It gives me great pleasure to introduce Sister Maggie Perumal, the course coordinator for the Sri Satya Sai Education in Human Values Level 2. Sister Maggie has served the Institute with unwavering dedication and commitment. Through her disciplined approach and deep sense of responsibility, she exemplifies the spirit of the 5Ds taught by Bhagavan Sri Satya Sai Baba. She is a role model in her commitment to excellence and organization. Sister Maggie has ensured that this program continues to be conducted with the highest standards of educare. Please join me, brothers and sisters, in welcoming Sister Maggie Perumal.
Thank you, Sister Kiandra. Offering my salutations at the lotus feet of our God and Guru, Bhagwan Sri Satya Sai Baba. Loving Sai Rams, dear graduates, respected elders, our guest speaker, dear brothers and sisters. Before I commence, let me offer my prayers to Bhagwan for our students in Zone 8 and their families, for their continued safety during these troubled times. As coordinator of the SSSEHV intermediate course for the last 4 years, it is my pleasure to deliver the address on the SSSEHV intermediate course. One of the main objectives of this course is to make a personal commitment to strive to become an exemplar of universal human values, thereby experiencing self-transformation. However, it is the extent of that personal commitment which determines the degree of transformation. The 21 students who will be graduating today have persevered despite some very challenging times in their personal and professional lives. We acknowledge the sacrifices you have made and the sincere effort in giving of your best. We hope that the positive changes you have made in your life will take you closer to knowing, experiencing, and manifesting your inner divinity. In most cases, the reports that you presented showed a definite shift in consciousness. Many of you provided detailed reports on your planning, execution, and analysis of your assignments, thereby showing your deep understanding of the educare process. This course placed particular emphasis on the practice of the 5 core human values and their sub-values, with each module emphasizing one or more of the core values through the practice of the 5 transformation techniques. Let that be your anchor, that you will always put truth first, always make decisions based on right conduct, guided by fundamental discrimination and not individual discrimination, that you will be the voice of peace and love, and that you will make a conscious effort not to hurt anyone in thought, word, and deed. And this will please our omniscient, omnipotent, and omnipresent Lord, Bhagwan Sri Satya Sai Baba. While the course may be considered tough and demanding, there is a saying, nothing ventured, nothing gained. And of course, there is no gain without pain. I can assure you that the end result or gain is worth the effort and sacrifices that you have made. Let me provide you with some statistics for this course. The intermediate course class of 2025 comprised 4 international students, 1 from the UAE, 1 from Bahrain, 1 from Abu Dhabi, and 1 from Mauritius. The remaining 17 students all hail from South Africa. We had a high standard of results. 8 students achieved an A+, that is between 90 to 100%. 7 achieved A's, between 80 to 89%. 5 achieved B+, between 75 to 79%. And 1 achieved B, which is between 70 to 74%. But at the end of the day, though, it is not the symbol achieved, but the extent of transformation that will determine your success going forward. By the end of this function, 85 students would have graduated from the intermediate course since 2022. My heartfelt congratulations to all of you. I applaud you for all the sacrifices you have made, as well as the time invested in completing this very demanding course. You can be proud of your perseverance as well as your achievement. But if I could impart one small bit of advice, it would be this. Stay true to your real self and never, never compromise on the practice of human values or your own principles. People should look up to you because you are trustworthy, dependable, and because there is transparency and not duplicity in your character. May Bhagwan guide, direct, and guide you always. Congratulations once again. Thank you.
Thank you, Sister Maggie. Thank you for reminding us that hard work does pay off and Swami's grace is in proportion to our efforts. Thank you for that. I would like to welcome Brother Rodney Pillay and Sister Natasha Nandlal, who will join Sister Maggie in introducing our graduating students for the course.
Om Sai Ram. Our first student, Amrita Maharaj, Anupa Singh, Arusha Tilakdari, Diyanta Naidu, Claudine Bridgelal, Govindama Naidu, Indrani Govinda.
Om Sai Ram. Jairani Sushila Naidu, Kiara Singh, Karshni Padiachi, Nivedita Devi Lakshman, Priya Vijay, Rakesh Rauji, and Rashmi Sahadev.
Congratulations to Renika Rangan, Sanjay Singh, Sayushka Debichan, Sundarabadi Velmuthia, Sureshni Govender, Yugeshni Sanasi, and Vinay Thakurbhai Parma. Congratulations to all our students.
Once again, a heartfelt congratulations to all our Level 2 graduates. May you be the beacons of light in this world and continue shaping the journeys of our future generations. At this time, it gives me great pleasure to welcome Brother Vinayak Parma to share his testimony.
Om Shri Sai Ram. Humble pranams at the lotus feet of my Guru and guide, Bhagavan Sri Satya Sai Baba. Distinguished Gurus, my dedicated mentor, and fellow graduates. Bhagavan Sri Satya Sai Baba once remarked to Dr. Hislop that every Sai center requires members who serve as true human beings, ideal exemplar of his divine teachings. Inspired by this, my ultimate aspiration has been to evolve into an ideal person. Initially, this aspiration brought a sense of restlessness because inherently it is a desire. I found myself constantly questioning, am I on the correct path? How much progress have I truly made? What does it feel like to reach such a goal? This inner searching led me to immerse myself in science literature. Starting in 2020, I revisited the same discourses repeatedly, seeking the depth required to put his teaching into practice. To channel this restlessness into spiritual growth, I enrolled in the Sri Satya Sai Education in Human Value course. This program has been a transformative experience, bringing human values to the forefront through the rigorous application of core tenets and transformation techniques. The assignments and projects are masterfully designed to draw out inherent knowledge through disciplined practice. My projects were more focused on right conduct, where I applied the 5 core tenets, specifically the sealing on desires, alongside the transformation techniques and principle of think and watch. Because I implemented most of this project within my home, my family and I progress on this journey of transformation together, resulting in a significantly stronger bond. I am deeply grateful to my family for their unwavering support. Through this process, I have now started experiencing a profound shift from a state of desire to one of desirelessness. I have gained better mastery over my senses and mind. My thoughts, words, and actions are now more in harmony with my inner guidance, free from the anxiety of results. This course has marked significant progress toward my goal of becoming an ideal person and advancing on the path of transformation journey from I to we to he. I wish to express my sincere gratitude to the entire team at the Sri Satya Sai Institute of Educare, South Africa. To the gurus and mentors, thank you for your steadfast support and for maintaining the integrity and quality of this program. A special thanks to my mentor, Guru Maggie, for her invaluable guidance. I also thank the Institute for the privilege of sharing my reflections today. Congratulations to all the students graduating from the 3 courses. May Bhagavan bless us all with success as we continue to manifest the essence of true education. Jai Sai Ram.
Thank you, Brother Vinayak, for that beautiful sharing. And once again, congratulations to all of our Level 2 graduates. Esteemed audience, we now come to a very important and sacred moment in the ceremony. I take great pleasure in welcoming back Brother Rodney Pillay at this time.
Om Saram, dear graduates, what a proud moment this is for each one of you. All we can say is congratulations, congratulations, and hearty congratulations. But students, please know that this is not the end of a chapter, but it is really the beginning of a new chapter. And we have now come to a very important part in today's ceremony. So we know that the world is full of academic qualifications, but to hold a certificate of achievement in the practice of human values is something far more greater. And as we said earlier, our graduates, our mentors, and facilitators have all put in tremendous effort over the last year in order to groom and foster the spirit of self-transformation and the mindset of making a difference in the world around us. So today is not about words. It is really a commitment coming from the heart. So we are leaping forward and committing to make a promise to ourselves, to each other, and society as well. We are about to take a sacred pledge. And as we take this pledge today, let us remember that these values are not only meant to be spoken, but they are meant to be lived every day in our thoughts, words, and in our actions. This is a commitment that we are making straight from our heart. We will now move on to the actual pledge that we will be taking. As you could see on your screen, the words of the pledge is on the screen. I will read this out aloud, and I request that you kindly also read out the pledge aloud. It starts off with I and a dash. When we get to the dash, I request that you please say out your name aloud. Let us begin. Om, I, a student of the Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Educare, South Africa, hereby pledge to be an exemplar of the Educare program by teaching and leading with love, humility, and harmony of heart, head, and hand. Guided by fundamental discrimination, I will strive to honor the teachings of Sri Sathya Sai Baba with devotion, dedication, and discipline, so that I can be a true resonator of the 5 human values of truth, right conduct, peace, love, and nonviolence. I also pledge to be a positive agent of change by including Educare concepts in my life daily, so that I may become a good leader and a good role model. I offer this pledge with sincerity and deep gratitude. I request that you please offer your gratitude to Swami, or the God of your knowing, as we strive forward to move with love and unity and continue to practice our 5 human values and the 83 sub-values in all that we do daily. I thank you. Jai Sai Ram.
Thank you, Brother Rodney, and thank you to all of our graduates. We have now come to the conclusion of this beautiful program. To offer the expression of gratitude, I invite Uncle Dharma Naidu, a senior member of the Institute.
Om Sai Ram, dear devotees. In my brief expression of gratitude, I would be reinforcing some of what our eminent speakers have already alluded to before me. To begin with, I offer my most humble pranams at the lotus feet of our beloved Bhagwan, Sri Sathya Sai Baba, I take this opportunity to thank him for his grace in holding the hands of the Sri Satya Sai Institute of Educare team and enabling a band of dedicated men and women to conduct various programs since 2002. From humble beginnings, the introductory course has grown in leaps and bounds, spreading its wings globally. This could happen only by the grace of Swami, as we know. Thank you, beloved Swami. To the brothers Ruben Naidu, Subri Naidu, and our guest of honor, Vinay Gunasia, thank you for your inspiring talks. You have indeed planted the seeds in the minds of the graduates that today is the beginning of a new chapter in their lives. Your various contributions to the functioning of the Institute added value in no small measure. Thank you. To Sister Roshni, the outgoing director of the Institute, with whom I've worked for just over 20 years, thank you for your invaluable contribution to guiding the coordinating team, facilitators, not only last year, but over the years since your appointment as director. Then we come to the course coordinators, mentors, and facilitators, as well as admin volunteers and programs for all courses and all activity within the Institute. We thank you for your invaluable contribution. To the graduates, of course, without you, there would be no graduation, there would be no function. I salute you for your dedication and sacrifice in successfully completing the course that you have embarked on. Today marks the beginning of a new chapter in your life, as has been already alluded to before me. Knowing that education has value only when you put it into practice. And the starting point is transform yourself, you transform the family, you transform society, you transform the world. So it all begins with you. Opportunities to do so are so immense, not only in this country, but elsewhere as well. So we look forward, as alluded by previous speakers, for you, in addition your personal transformation, to participate in the various programs and activities offered by the Institute. May our beloved Swami inspire you to find your niche, dear sisters and brothers. Lastly, I offer a special thanks to students from abroad for your sacrifices in coping with the various challenges, not only of the time difference, but everything else. Being from abroad is certainly a contribution to your stature and dedication to this program. Thanks also to the many devotees who supported and continue to support the Institute in various ways. With that, I love and leave you to have a beautiful weekend. Om Sai Ram.
Thank you, Uncle Dharma. I would like to welcome back Brother Rodney once again for the dissolution of the convocation.
Thank you, Sister Kendra. Congratulations once again to the class of 2025 students. We've had a lovely afternoon, and I hereby now declare that this convocation is dissolved. I thank you. Jai Sai Ram.
Thank you to all who have joined us today to celebrate the hard work and achievements of our graduates, As we conclude this graduation ceremony, may we remember Bhagavan's message that the end of education is character. May each one of our graduates continue to shine as beacons of the human values, bringing light, love, and transformation to the world. May Swami continue to guide and to bless each and every one of you. Thank you, dear embodiments of love, for sharing in this auspicious occasion. I wish you well. We will now conclude the ceremony with Mangala Aarti.
Om Jai Jagadish Hare Swami Satya Sai Hare Bhakta Jana Samrakshaka Bhakta Jana Samrakshaka Pati Maheshwara Om Jai Jagadish Hare Shashivadana Shrikara Sarva Pranapati Swami Sarva Pranapati Ashrita Kalpalatika Ashrita Kalpalatika Apat Bandhava Om Jai Jagadish Hare Mata Pita Guru Daivamu Mariyantayu Nive Swami Mariyantayu Nive Nada Brahma Jagannatha Nada Brahma Jagannatha Nagendra Shayana Om Jai Jagadish Hare Omkara Rupa Ojasvi Sai Mahadeva Satya Sai Mahadeva Mangala Aarati Anduko Mangala Aarati Anduko Mandara Giridhari Om Jai Jagadish Hare Narayana Narayana Om Satya Narayana 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 Om Satya Narayana Narayana Om Satya Narayana Narayana Om Jai Sadguru Deva Narayana Narayana Om Satya Narayana 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 Om Satya Narayana Narayana Om Satya Narayana Narayana Om Jai Sadguru Deva Narayana Narayana Om Satya Narayana 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 Om Satya Narayana Narayana Om Satya Narayana Narayana Om Jai Sadguru Deva Om Shanti 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 Samasta Lokah Sukhino Bhavantu Samasta Lokah Sukhino Bhavantu Samasta Lokah Sukhino Bhavantu Om Shanti 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 Jai Bolo Bhagwan Shri Satya Sai Baba Ji Ki Jai